This is Ganesh. So now we can start our session. In the last class, we are practicing some queries, and I'm already assigning one task for you, but only some of the members only responding to me. I don't know what's the reason. Remaining members why they are not responding to me. I don't know the actual reason. Okay. I'm already observing the so many members mails. So some of the members already sending me the mail. Whatever it may be, I'm giving the question. So that question is answered by those people. So I observed only some of the members only. Okay, and I want to say another thing. So that is when you are logging to the class, better you try to attend with your number. So don't try to mention your name. So why? Because so that is very difficult to take the attendance for you. So please try to remember this. And I'm observing some of the mails. So just I read. So which numbers are already sent to my mail? So 562. I think some name is there. Bemana Anusha. 73. 13. 13 means 19 series. Okay. 93. 56. 91. 50. 92. 11. 81. 50. 60. 90. 37. So these are the regular series, and the lateral entry series only 3, 5. And I don't know one of the person not mentioning their number. So the person name is Manoj. Anyhow, thank you for giving me the response. But what about others? So how can I consider so those members response, whether it is negligence or maybe why you are not taking serious issue? So it's not correct. So better you try to attempt to that. Okay, today also I'm giving time for you. So not only 5 o'clock. So we will be start our class in the next class at tomorrow 12:30. Right. So before this time you can send the remaining people also. So I am asking number of times and I am giving the number of chances to you. So just try to so nothing but better you try to practice some diagrams. Okay, so it will be better for you. So that's why I'm asking. So this I'm not any type of I'm not why I'm saying number of times and why I'm giving the number of chances to you. So just only it will be improving your talent. Okay, and it will be useful in the exam point of view. Okay, what already some of the members already sending to me. So those type of diagrams are already correct. So there is no wrong at all. So because I'm already saying about that, you can consider in your own way. So some of the members draw the diagrams in a very good representation. So nice. Okay. So and I'm already sharing the third unit and fourth unit in the group in the last class. Okay. After the completion of the last class, I'm posting that material. I hope all of the members understood that. Okay, so now we try to practice some of the queries in that chapter. Okay, now I try to share my screen also. Okay, I hope my voice is audible to everyone. Is it right or not? Okay, please observe this. So this is our syllabus actually. So we're already discussing about this. So first unit, second unit, third unit. So we're already completing the third unit. So just we are having only 2 units. From the Monday onwards, we will be start the fourth unit. Don't try to absent for the any class. Okay, I'm already saying about this. So if you not maintain the good attendance in the classes, so then you will be face so many problems. Okay, so just to try to discuss about now the queries. Okay, so in the last class I'm sharing about that. Some of the person is giving me response. So thank you. Okay, now I continue my session now. Okay, in the last class I'm already sharing this material in the group. So now just to try to discuss these topics. I hope all of the members having the idea how we are creating the tables. So how we are creating the silos table, how we are creating the reserves table, and how we are creating the boards table. I'm right. Okay, how we are creating the silos table means please try to understood this. So if you observe here, So these three tables. So in the exam point of view also directly giving the tables like this, but he's not mentioned where is the primary key also. So we try to identify where is the primary key, okay, in that table information. So how we can identify that? So simple. So if he is giving the information, so then he's underline, mention the underline for the attribute, so primary key, okay, or but he is mentioned with hash also, hash SID. For example, in this table, so SID is the primary key, then how he is can represent in the question paper means before SID place the hash, or SID represented with the underline, so our SID represented in thick letters, so like that, okay, then we are able to understood this is the primary key. Then how we are identifies the foreign key? So first of all you try to see, so what is the table actually? Silas table. So SID is the belongs to Silas table, remember. In the same way boats table, so boat ID is the belongs to the boats table, am right? But now if you are observe the resource table, so SID is belongs to the Silas table, am right or not? In the same way, board BID is belongs to the boards table. So that means here we try to consider this is the relationship. If we are converting to the year diagram, Silence is one entity, boards is one entity, and Silence reserving the boards. Okay, so this is the relationship. So in the last classes also I'm saying about this. When you are converting the year diagram into the tables, so then we can convert the relationship into also table. Okay, then how we can which type of attributes are considered into the relationship means in some type of situations we are based upon to the from and to at this time of situation. Here in this situation here we are consider the both of the primary keys are the attributes for this table. Okay, so that's why here SID BID is the primary key, sorry, normal attributes in the resource table. At the same time SID and BID is the primary key for this table, and day is the another attribute for this table. Okay, so I hope all of the members able to understood this. If you're having any type of the doubts, you can contact me also, no problem. Okay, I'm already giving my number. Okay, you can contact me. Okay, so in the last class we are already practicing some queries. So now we try to see remaining queries now. Okay, first of all you try to observe, find the names and ages of silence. Simple. So only one table is used for to giving the answers for this question, am right? So here maybe the names are repeated. For example, if the number is repeated, so if the, for example, here observe here, so Horatio is 2 times, am right? So in the same way, for example, if the same name is appeared more than one time, then also the output is also displayed in the same manner, am right? So then how we can reduce the duplicate answers? So by using distinct keyword. Okay, so originally how we write the silence, simple select S name from silence, am right? So here what is the question actually? Find the names and ages of silence. So how we can write this? Select S name comma age from silence, am right? Simple answer is enough. But if you are representing the distinct is there, then it will be reducing the occurrence of duplicate entries. Okay, for example, if the same name is existed more than one time, but it will be displayed only one time. So by using distinct keyword, please remember this. Okay, just to please wait here 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So what is the next query? So just to try to see, find the silence, find all the silence with S rating above 7. So that means this is also we are using only one table. How I will say whether it is a one table or two tables. So if you observe here, he is asking rating. Find all the silence details with rating above 7. So that means we just only displaying the silence details only. So which type of attributes are considered in the silence table? SID, S name, rating, age. Am I right? So just to try to see for confirmation, SID, S name, rating, age. So in the case of results, SID, BID, day. In the case of boards table, BID, B name, color. Am I right? So now what is the question is actually here. So find all the silence with rating above 7. So that means select star from silence with, select star from silence where S dot rating equal to 7 or greater than 7. Okay, then it will be displaying the attributes of the table. Here, just giving the description, in the same manner. So select s dot sid, comma s dot sname, comma s dot strating, s dot age from silence as is. So here we need not to mention as. Okay, silence s is also enough. Okay, if you are representing as, there is also so as to renaming the attribute name or table name. Okay, so silence as s, where s dot rating greater than 7, then it will be display the tuples, so which are having the rating greater than 7. So that means, so which type of attributes are displayed here? For example, lubber, handy, rusty, and jorba Horatio. Am right? So only these are greater than 7. So that's why only those members details will be displayed. So now we try to see another query. Find the names of sellers who have reserved boat number 103. In the last class also we are discussing about this. If you are observing clearly, find the names of sellers. So which type of table it is, which type of table content it is, Silas table, am right? Why? Because it's a Siler name. And who have reserved boat number 103. So who have reserved boat number 103. So that means here we are consider the another table also, that is reserves table. Okay. So now how we write the query, please observe this. Select s dot s name from silences. Okay, comma, reserves are. So why we are considered the reserves table? Why? Because we don't know that which sailor is reserving which boat. Am right? So that's why we consider the reserves table also. So reserves are where. So now we try to specify the relationship between them. So here s dot sid equal to r dot sid. So that means silence sid and reserves sid is same. Am right or not? So we try to observe these type of things in the exam point of view. Why? Because he is not giving any type of the things. So if you are observing here SID and here SID is same. Okay, so that's why here, so this silence table is considered as S and this reserves table is considered as R. So S dot SID equal to R dot SID and R dot BID equal to 103. Then it will be combines the names who are reserving the boat number 103. In that type of manner, we will write the query. Okay. So what is the next query? So find the SIDs of silence who have reserved a red color board. Here, if you are observing here, 3 tables are needed. Why? Because in one table mention the names, in another table mention the reserving, and another table mentioning the color of the boat. Am I right? So that's why we need to combine the 3 tables. So and we are considered the 3 tables will be represented with the one letter. Silence is S, reserves is R, and boats is B. Am I right? So here select R dot SID from boats. So here which type of IDs are here mentioned? So here we will be consider either silence table or maybe the reserves table also, no problem. Okay, why? Because here only we require only Siler IDs only. So if it is a Siler name, then definitely we will be consider the third table also. Here just only asking Siler IDs. So if you are mention third table, there is also a no wrong. Okay, so we can write in that manner also. Okay, here only SID. So that's why select R dot SID from boats. From boats B, reserves are where B dot BID equal to R dot BID and B dot color equal to red. So here also we are specifying the association between the boats and reserves. Am right? So here we are mentioning. Please just give 1 minute. Here we are maintaining boat ID 101, 102, 104 like that. Am I right? Okay. The same IDs maintaining into the boats table also. So that's why here representing that association. So whether it is R dot BID equal to B dot BID. Am I right? Next. So here we are we need who are reserving the red color board, so that's why B dot B color equal to red. So in that manner we will be write the query. Okay. So please try to write the queries in your white papers. Okay. So better you try to practice the queries. Maybe I'm not having the time to discuss all the queries. Just only I will try to discuss different queries only. Okay, please try to cooperate with me. And if you're having any type of the doubts, how you are write the query and how you are giving the answer, so please try to call me. Install the software in your systems. Please try to note down this. So and you please execute this query. Then you can able to see the output. Okay. So next, find the names of sellers who have reserved red color boards. At this time of situation, we need to consider the three tables. So Silas S, reserves are boards B, and we need to specify the relation also. S dot SID equal to R dot SID, R dot BAD equal to B dot BAD, and V dot color equal to red. And what we are representing here, Silas name. So S dot S name. Okay. So next, find the colors of boards reserved by lubber. So we don't know which type of boards are, which color of boards are reserved by the lubber. So then select B dot B color. So here we need colors only. Right? So here specifying the color. So select B dot B color from Silas S, reserves are boards B, S dot SID equal to R dot SID, R dot BAD equal to B dot BAD, and S dot S name equal to please see another one. Find the names of sellers who have reserved at least one board. So that means where is the information about the reservation? So if he is reserving at least one board, then that information is mentioned into the reserves table. So here we need the names of the cells. Am I right? So just only we are consider the two tables here. So select S dot S name from Silas reserves are where S dot SID equal to R dot SID. Simple. Then who are reserving at least one board. So those details will be displayed here. So if you are observe here, so another thing, so compute increments for the ratings of the persons who have sold two different boards on the same day. So that means if any person is uh, reserving the boards on the same day, different color boards on the same day, then we try to increment the rating. So if you try to see how we are write the query, select S dot S name, comma S dot S rating plus one as rating. Okay, so that means here, so S dot as rating plus one rating as rating. So that means whenever it is displayed in the output, so it will be appear like as only rating. Okay. So next from Silas S, reserves R1, reserves R2. So why we are consider the two objects for the same table? Why? Because here we are representing the different color boards on the same day. Okay. So where S dot SID equal to R1 dot SID, in the same way S dot SID equal to R2 dot SID. So here what we are doing is, so from the same table we are creating more than one object. Okay, and R1 dot day equal to R2 dot day, because reservation day is same but boards are different. So that's why here we are consider the two objects for to the table. So R1 dot day equal to R2 dot day, but R1 dot BAD less than greater than R2 dot BAD. What is the meaning of less than greater than? Means it is a not equal to. So that means those are not equal. Am I right or not? So which are not equal? So only those are considered. And another thing, here we are representing the S dot rating plus one. So that means who are reserving on the same day. Okay, who are reserving on the same day but different color boards. So those rating will be appeared as increment. For example, if one of the person may be reserving the same day, so then their rating will be incremented. Okay. Okay, if you are observe here, so find the ages of silence whose name begins and ends with B, has at least three characters. So that means here the name is should be in the three letters, and the name is start with B letter and end with B letter. Okay, so at this time of situation, so here we need to write using the operator is like. So we're already discussing the like operator. Am I right or not? So we're all discussing whose name is start with S letter, whose name is end with S letter. Am I right? So if you observe here, select S dot sh from Silas S, where S dot S name like. So in the single quotes, B underscore percentage B. What it means? So percentage B means end with B letter. So B underscore. So that means here B underscore means nothing but one of the letter between one B and another B. Okay. And here actually one of the wrong is here. So that is B percentage is also we try to include that. So why? Because here the name is should be start with B letter. Okay, so then then it will be displaying this. Okay, so next we try to discuss about the union, intersect, and accept. So I hope all of the members able to know the functionality of union. For example, if we are saying about A union B, then what it means? Combine the both tables and eliminates if any duplication is there. For example, 1 2 3, 2 3 4. Okay, so 1 2 3 is in A. Okay, A equal to 1 to 3. Please remember this. A equal to 1 to 3. Okay, B equal to 2 3 4. Then if we are performing the operation is A union B, then what is the result? 1 2 3 4. Am I right? Why? Because combining the both tables and eliminating the unnecessary tuples. In the same way, A intersection B, then what is the result? In the first section, in the first set 1 2 3, in the second set 2 3 4, then so 2 3 is the output. Am I right? So in the same way, so A except B or A minus B. So that means from the A we are removing the B. So what is A? 1 2 3. What is B? 2 3 4. So 2 3 is removed. Okay, A minus B. Okay, so that means 1. Am I right? So in that type of way, it will be displaying. So here we are discussing about the set operations. So the union operation combines the two relations automatically and eliminates the duplicate tuples. The intersect operations finds the common tuples of the two relations and eliminates the duplicate values. Okay, so that means only common values will be displayed by using intersect. Accept operation finds the tuples which are in one relation, but not in other relation, and automatically eliminates the duplicate tuples. So now we try to see. So find the names of sellers who have reserved using R. So what is the use of R? Logical R. What is the logical R? So that means combine. So whether we are consider or not consider. So that means union also considered as logical R, and intersection is also considered as logical AND. Okay. So that means here we are whether reserving red or whether reserving green, then we can use the union. Okay, or we can directly using the R also. There is no problem. Okay, if you observe here, select S dot S name from CLSS reserves are boards B, where S dot SID equal to R dot SID and R dot BAD equal to B dot BAD and okay, and so here and is so one of the association only. Okay, B dot color equal to red or B dot color equal to green. So that means here we are using directly R. Am I right? So in the same way, if we are replacing with the R, we can using the union also. So that means here we can consider the two sets when we are using union. So for example, A union B. Am I right? So A is a one set, B is a one set. So we try to split the query. So select S dot S name from CLSS reserves are boards B, where S dot SID equal to R dot SID, R dot BAD equal to B dot BAD, and B dot color equal to red. The same query is right again, and B dot color equal to green now. So between these two queries, we can place the union. Then it will be combine the both queries and giving the unique result. Okay. So for example, if the query is find the names of sellers who have reserved both red and green color button, the same thing will be done here. We will be placed intersect is there. So we will be placed intersect, or we can directly using write the queries. Find the SIDs of all sellers who have reserved red boards but not green boards. Then we are using actually minus. So that means except. Okay. So that means here the same thing will be right here, but between these two queries we will be placed except. So I hope all of the members able to understood. So if you having the chance, please try to practice with the system. Before practice these queries, you should be create the tables as it is. And I'm already saying about that how we are creating the tables. So when you are creating the silence table, SID is the primary key. When you are creating the boards table, board ID is the primary key. When you are creating the reserves table, SID and BID is the primary key, and SID is references for the foreign as a foreign key from the silence table, and BAD key is the foreign key from the boards table. If you are creating in that manner, then we are able to executing these queries without any change. Okay, if you're having any type of the doubts during the creation of the table or during the execution of these queries, you can try to contact with me. I will try to clarify you. Okay, don't worry for anything. So I will definitely respond for your call or maybe or your message also. So better you try to call. Okay, Next, if I'm free, definitely I will attend the call. Okay, I will giving you the clarification also. Okay, find all SIDs of sellers who have rating of 10 or have reserved 104. So that means here boat number 104. So that means here also we are using union. So that means one of the query is related to the rating equal to 10 and another query is related to the boat number 104. So that means either he is having rating 110, then also display the name of the sales. Sorry, all SIDs are. So whether he is reserving boat number 104 also, then also we are based upon to the to display the SID. Okay, same query is writing here. Select S dot SID from cell SS where S dot rating equal to 10, and in the same manner select. So we don't know the boat number 104, so that information is in the resource table. So that's why here we are using resource table. Select R dot SID from resource R where R dot BAD equal to 104. So don't try to forget, at the end of the query we should be representing with the semicolon. Okay, and nested queries. Actually this is the one of the important topic, and I'm just missing this topic also. So why I'm missing this topic, so I will try to giving the explanation in more detail. So that's why I'm pending this topic. So actually nested queries means queries in the query. Please try to observe this. Here we are using nested queries and correlated nested queries. So in the exam point of view, this is very important topic, and in the practice point of view also we should be remember this. And when we are facing some competitive exams, then also maybe asking these type of questions. Okay, please try to remember. So okay, here also nothing but what is the meaning of nested query means. So one query is having another query, that is nothing but a nested query. Okay, so and another thing, in the case of nested queries, so the inner queries not based upon the outer queries. So that's why these are referred as a nested queries. Okay, but in the case of inner query is based upon the outer queries, that is nothing but correlated nested queries. Okay, please try to see. So here we are using in operator. In operator. How we are using the in operator? Okay. In the exam point of view, also directly asking the question. So explain the nested queries with the examples, or maybe the chance asking directly how we are using the in operator in the nested queries, or maybe directly how we are using the in. So we just to try to see in now. Okay, we will try to see example from the W3 schools also. So for example, display the student names who are live in Eluru. For example, you live in Eluru and Rajahmundry and Kakinada. For example, question is like this. Then how we can write this answer? So simple. Select S dot S name from students. Okay, sorry. Select S name from students where city in. Okay, where city in, and open the parenthesis, open the parenthesis, and within single quotes we can write the cities names. For example, what I am saying is Elur, Rajahmundry, Kakinada, and close the parenthesis. Then it will be list out only who are living in the Elur. So that means in operator always checks whether the outer query is matched with the inner query or not. So what is I am giving the outer query? Select S name from student where city in. So that means, so if it is match within the inner values, then it will be displaying the outer value. Okay, what I am giving the inner value actually. So Yellow, Rajahmundry, Kakinada. So if it is match with the city, then it will be displaying the student names. In the same manner, here also we are using find the names of sailors who have reserved boat number 103. Okay. Okay, if you observe here, okay, select S dot S name from silences where S dot SID in. So that means, so now try to verify that SID. Okay, in the previous case, I'm just explaining about that example. So where city in, am right? Then it will be verifying the city values. Am right? So in the same way here also, here verifying the SID. So now if you are observe here, so we are writing another query. Select R dot SID from resource R where R dot BAD equal to 103. So that means here the inner query is not based upon to the outer queries. Why? Because if you are write the same query, so then also not generating any type of error. Am right or not? So for example, if you write the query, select R dot SID from resource R where R dot BAD equal to 103, then what is the result? So it will be displaying the sailors IDs. who are reserving port number 1 and 3. I'm right. So that means here the inner query is not based upon to the outer query. So simply you remember, some of the members confused this. So simple, if it is correlated nested queries, the name is in place, related. So that means inner query is based upon the outer query. Okay. But in the case of nested query, so the inner queries are not based upon to the outer queries. I hope all of the members able to understand what is inner query and what is outer query. Okay. So now if you observe here, select s.s name from CLSS where s.sid in. So then it will be verifying the within the inner values. So whether it is matched with the SID or not. So select r.sid. What is the relationship between s.sid and r.sid? Both are equal, right? Then it will be performing the in operator function, then giving the result. So in the same way, who have reserved red color board, please try to observe this. Here we are using two in operators. Select s.s name from CLSS where s.sid in. Again opening the another bracket. Select r.sid from resource r where r.bid in. Again open the next select b.bid from boards b where b.b color equal red. If you observe here, so before using the in, so the same attribute is should be available in the inner query. So here if you observe here where s.sid, the same s.sid values are should be available in the inner query. So if you observe here, select r.sid, right? So the first inner query will be start with the select r.sid. So that means here r.sid and s.sid is the same. In the same way, ending the inner query where r.bid in and start with the select b.bid. So r.bid and b.bid is the same. So in that type of manner, here we are in type of manner executing the queries. Okay. I hope all of the members able to understand this, but some of the members may be confused because we are not having the system now. So I will try to giving the clarification when you are attending the college. Okay. Otherwise, I will try to record this video also. Okay. I will try to do some extra video. So that is try to share in your group. Okay. So we are executing the nested queries, but giving more clarification. So if you having the availability, if you are already installed in your systems, so please try to create these three tables and you try to execute these queries. Okay. And I will try to giving one example for you. Please try to see now. Just to try to use how we are using the, please just wait a minute. So for example, you can write like this in operator in SQL. Okay, in the W3 skills, here mentioning that example, how we are using the in. If you observe here, select column names from table name, where column name in. And here we are mentioning the values. Okay, we are observe here, for example, so consider some table, customer ID, customer name, contact name, address, city, and postal code, country, okay, whatever it may be. Now, answer some questions. Okay. Okay, if you are observe here, select star from customers. So that means displaying the total customers details where country in. So here mentioned Germany, France, UK. So that means here we are mentioned three countries. So who are belonging to that particular countries? So whether it is Germany or France or UK. So then it will be giving the customers details. Okay, then the output will be consider like this. You can practice from here also. So it is a W3 skills actually, but it will be giving the chance to run the SQL command. So even though you're not having the system, you can execute from your phone. Okay. So this is the result. If you observe here, so if you observe here, cities, where country in. Okay, country Germany, UK, Germany, France, France. Okay, for example, if you're changing here, so we can change this. So if you remove this UK, okay, now try to execute this query, run SQL. So then it will be changing the output. Only Germany, sorry, here Germany and France, am I right? So just to try to execute this query now. So Germany, France, am I right? Only Germany, France is considered. So in this type of also you can execute the queries. Okay, I hope all of the members able to understood this. Okay, if you are not understood anything, you don't worry about this. Okay, sir, how to insert date into the table? Okay, very good question. So actually, when we are inserting the date into the table, so we should be use the data type is date. Okay, for example, date, day. So if you're declaring like this, just try to share in the chat box. Please try to observe this. If you are when you are creating SID number data type, okay, BAD number data type. Okay, when we are declaring the day in the resource table, then you are using the date. Date is one data type. Okay, and please remember when you are inserting the date into the particular table, then you giving one format. So that is format is to first date. For example, if we are inserting today date, okay, what is the today date? 21, and the month is May. Okay, and the year is 21. In this manner, we can enter the date into the table. Okay, please remember this. So if you having any type of the doubt, you can execute the sysdate. Select sysdate from dual. If you write the query, select sysdate from dual. Okay, please observe the chart box now. Okay, if you are execute this query, so then it will be display the today's date in the same format. So you can insert the date into the same format also. Okay, and you're facing one problem when you are creating silence table. So SID, SNAME, rating. In the rating, okay, age is in the points. So at the time of the situation, you can discuss. You can you can declare it is a real, or maybe you can use the float also. Okay, no problem. Okay, or you can give number of 10, 2. Okay, so at that time of the situation also it will be accepting the floating points. Okay, if you hang any about the doubts, you can contact me. So I hope so. Today's I'm crossing the limit. Okay, but I try to say one thing. So all of the members, please join within the time. So every day I'm waiting either 5 or 10 minutes to join at least 40 or 50 members. And a number of times I'm repeating this. If any member is having the less attendance, so those members not promoting to the next class, definitely. So even though you are paying the condition, so I'm saying very serious. So please try to understood this. Please try to note down some of your friends. If they are not attending to the class, please intimate to them. If you are not having the attendance, full attendance, 75% as attendance. If it is only 65% as attendance, just to maybe college principals are maybe giving the chance to pay the condition. But if he is or she is less than 65% attendance, definitely he will study again and paying the extra fees and wasting 1 year. Definitely, no doubt at all. So please try to remember this and please take it as one of the serious issue. Okay, otherwise you will face the problems. I've observed so many members. So I don't know. So why you are maintaining like this? And I'm giving the chance to send the mails for the next class also. So if you having that, if you having interest, then you send me the ER diagrams. Okay. So I'm already asking that how to convert the hospital ER diagram into the tables. So in the exam point of, if you know about this clearly, you can get good marks in the exam. So you are not doing any type of benefit to me. So just you are doing benefit to you only. Okay. Please try to practice and please try to complete the work. If I'm giving any work to you, better you try to practice it. So it will be help for you to get the good marks and it will be giving the good future and in future also. Okay. Okay, may end my session now. If you're having any type of the doubts, you can send me through chat box or unmute yourself and try to talk with me. Okay, otherwise I will end the session. May end the session, end my session now. Okay. Thank you, one and all. Have a nice day. Take care.